Hello. We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Oh, let me make sure my settings are good. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, we're good. Okay. You guys can see me and hear me okay? What up? We're back. We're back with part 3 of Jodi Arias interrogation. I plan to be done with this tomorrow. Yeah, there is a David update too, but I mean, there's not too much info on it yet. So I'll have to review tonight and then see what's up with that tomorrow. Tomorrow looks like it's going to be a true crime day. So we are going to continue Kenzie text messages reading tomorrow. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I'm going to make the thumbnails for the next few months. We're in February. I mean, I think we have one day left in January and then we're into February. So I want to try and get through them for sure. Shout out to you guys. Okay. Let me see. We're back with, like I said, Jodi Arias. We are going to deep dive it. I haven't had time to do it. I had to go with my mom to the doctor today. So tomorrow, hopefully I can squeeze it in along with everything else. Let me say hello to everyone. Hi, welcome. If you are new here, thank you for replaying. Thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, Abe, for the super chat. I appreciate you very much. So good to see you. Okay, so part 3 to the crazy Jodi. You're not going to learn about, he's going to be sent. Yeah, that's why I didn't cover it. I know I saw a few channels like get right on it, but I'm like, okay, you guys, he just got arrested for not showing up to court. Everything else is going to be low-key quiet until they arrest somebody else or get it moving, but justice for Celeste Rivas, hopefully here soon. Hey, Cracked Pepper, good to see you. Hello, Robert. Hello, Tippy. Hello, Green Eyed. First, Abe. I saw Crease. I saw Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. Old Days. What up? Crime Time. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate Tippy. Did I say Tippy? I don't want to miss anyone. And then I saw Evie too. Hello. Okay. So we have Jodi Arias right now. And then hopefully, hey, Bree, good to see you. I'm going to try to get at Jeffrey Epstein. So if you're interested in the photos, we will possibly be doing that later today. I promised Old Days. So even if it's for an hour, I'll come in and hang out and we can do that. I can schedule all the lives in the world that I want. So, okay, part 3. Let me pull it up. This is the same. I can put closed captions on this and it's audio remastered. So the visuals is not very great, but we're almost done with the interrogation. We have today and then one more part. So shout out to you guys. Let me play this.
What's your weakness?
It's stupid and it doesn't really have anything to do with this too much. It's something I'm working through.
Do you have problems with your temper
No.
or anger issues?
No, it's nothing like that. I mean, sometimes I yell. Nothing like, I wouldn't go as far as saying angry. I think it's just because I come from a family that yells at everyone.
That's how they communicate.
I think they're just sort of desensitized to it. Like after I moved out, I was away for a while, so when I come back to visit, it's like, you don't need to yell, I'm standing right here. Or my mom will yell at my brother, he's standing right there, you don't need to yell. And she's like, well, he doesn't listen if I don't yell. And the thing is, it's because he's become desensitized to her yelling, so until she yells, he's like, okay. So it's maybe something like that, but not anger. And I've been able to check that a lot in my yelling because it's not a nice way to communicate, in my opinion, and it doesn't really help anything.
So how could things go so wrong? I'm not understanding. If it's not jealousy, it's not an anger problem.
It's exactly that.
You said you were afraid, or you nodded at least that you were afraid. But I'm not sure what you were afraid of.
Losing Travis forever?
It may not be trivial to his parent or his grandmother, his brothers and sisters.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I think any information that they could have to help understand, who you are and what transpired that day is going to help them. It won't bring their son back, but it will help them understand.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why you wouldn't do that for them. Because you obviously care.
Dude, I can't stand her.
I'm not asking you to make excuses for yourself. Because I don't think that you're the type of person that would do that. But I'm asking you to do something for somebody else. Somebody that deserves to know. What was it about your relationship with him that went so wrong that would end up like that?
What is she actually thinking here? Crazy.
And if that wasn't your intention, then what was?
Yeah, that's funny. Bree says when you're trying to act like you have mental issues, but you genuinely have them.
You say that, you said at one point when I posed the question to you about why you wouldn't do that for the family, and you said that was a good question and you think you will.
Pretty sure I will.
Well, now's your time. This is the opportunity that I'm trying to give you.
I understand.
Exactly, Alicia. She's pulling something totally different. I can't freaking stand her. She can't flirt with a female. She could have shown remorse if she wasn't diagnosed with personality disorders such as histrionic, obsessive, narcissist, compulsive. Oh, shiz, mind blown. Yeah. She's wondering how much they know. Why hasn't she asked for a lawyer again?
I appreciate that.
Then what's keeping you from doing it?
I think I just need to sort through things still, 'cause I'm just not sure. They deserve more answers.
They deserve to know what happened. You have those answers. You may not know the why within yourself, but you have those answers. You know what happened.
Yeah. She did it, ma'am.
You can still write them a letter when you figure out within yourself, some of the questions that you're struggling with. But in the meantime, you can let them know what happened. The facts of what happened.
I don't have all the details.
What details do
Tell us everything up to the pigtails.
you have? Was he happy to see you when you got there that day?
She's like, I'm just a schmurder, but let me think about it. Let me think about what I need to make up.
Or did he appear happy? Or was he angry that you showed up?
The whole week seems like
I'm sure it does.
I'm dying with the comments of your Alicia, the quote unquote fog rolled in. Haha, remember? Yeah, I can't wait to watch that. Might have got away with it if she took the camcorder with her. Dude, what was up with her? She's really an arse her. No, we don't like her. The case is good, but she's a loony.
Is there any way I can see some of those photos?
What would you do with him if you could see him?
Just look at them.
Do you
It's
think
like, I need to see what all you know.
it would help you?
I don't know if it would help me or I don't know, maybe it would.
Oh, she left a fingerprint.
I don't
Oh, yeah, you're right. She did. We're gonna do the deep dive tomorrow on this because I need to get caught up on all the details. She gives the worst kind of ick. I think this is all an act. She knows she's being recorded. That much of a psychopath, absolutely, or sociopath.
I don't know.
Well, I know you can't tell me that you're not struggling in your mind, and thinking about what happened over and over and over again, at least what you can remember. You can help me understand at least what led up to it. I don't think that you're a bad person. I think things got out of control, and you don't understand why.
Out of control.
And I don't think that you're going to feel good about yourself until you unburden yourself and give the family some closure. Because at this point, you know, what else do you have? What else do they have?
She's like, you have me naked in my pigtails. Are you sure that's me? Sick. Sick.
What have you got to lose?
What have you lost?
Then do something selfless.
She's like not really talking at all.
Do something selfless, that quality that you admired in Travis. Show his family that at least you have that within you.
Yeah. Why is she covering her mouth like that? No.
You know, even though Travis was a real jerk sometimes, he really cared a lot about me.
Here we go. Wait, didn't I turn the captions on? Oh yeah.
He called it like if I had a reserve account, so to speak, he tried to paint a picture was where I had so many good things that we had done and shared and that I had done for him that even if I did something bad, you know, it's like making a withdrawal, but you still have a positive balance.
What?
So he obviously saw that good within you.
His friends thought he was mine. Well, 2 friends in particular, not everyone.
Was he? Go ahead.
He wasn't blind though, he was just, you know, we were just friends. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I'm just gonna ask you if he was happy to see you that week, that day.
No.
That looked like you're saying, yeah, he was.
No, I didn't say. He was always happy to see me though. I'm trying to think.
Were you happy
Not when you went through the doggy door.
to see him? You at least know that. I don't believe that you went there with the intention to hurt him. Maybe you did.
Yes, Jodi?
How is seeing those pictures again going to help you?
I just thought maybe it would help me piece a few things together.
What is it that you're trying to piece together?
I don't know. There's also a bit of morbid curiosity, I think.
What the fuck? Why would you say that, you weirdo?
I see pictures of him. He showed me a good picture of him yesterday.
Is it the one with him in the shower?
Yeah, he had water all over his face.
You took a nice picture of him.
He would never let me take pictures of him in the shower. He was, despite our intimacy, he was really private about his showers. Like he had a room. I don't think you've seen the room, but it was here. There was double doors here leading into the room, walk-in closet here, and a hallway, sort of short hall here that went this way. And there was a bathtub here, a shower here, and a bathroom here, little enclosure. And so if he was taking a shower, you couldn't see if you were in the bedroom unless you walked down the hall. And I never went in the bathroom when he would shower because he was just private about it. It's not like we were a married couple ever. We had a time when we did something, and then after that it was, we weren't a couple. So,
Are you saying that those pictures were taken without his consent?
I'm just saying that whoever took those pictures must have. I mean, it's hard to imagine because I got pictures of him once shaving, and that he was already weird about that.
Well, Jodi, when you say things like that, it's obvious to me that you don't want to do the right thing for the family. You don't want to unburden yourself. You don't want to give them closure. And you're jerking my chain because
Jerking my chain.
there's no doubt, and I've already told you, there's no doubt in my mind or anybody else's mind that you were responsible for his death. And I don't appreciate my chain being jerked. I don't appreciate you thinking that I'm some sort of fool.
Well, the detective said he has pictures of me.
I've seen those pictures. They were taken the same day.
Well, certainly not the same time.
Within the same time frame. And to tell you the truth, I think that I think I've done all I can here. I was hoping to, be able to relay some sort of information or message to the family because they deserve it. And, you have the power there. You have the control. You're the only one that can give that. And I'm tired of playing games. I'm tired of skirting around it.
Yeah, don't jerk my chain.
And I guess I just leave here today and leave them with the image that they have of you.
Yes.
I don't know what else. There's nothing else that I can do. I thought that it would be easier for you to talk to a woman, especially about the, this was a very intimate incident, and it would be easier to say what you need to say to a woman. Sometimes it is. It's not as threatening. But unless you're willing to give me something to help you with, and I can help you, walk down that path and remember those details, then I can't do anything for you. And you need to decide whether you're going to give that family closure or leave them with the picture that they have of you and wondering why their son died.
After what she did, why would she care?
That's it. That's the bottom line. That's what you need to decide. After today, things are going to go so fast for you. You're going to be totally out of control of the situation. The wheels of justice will start turning. And I can see that you want to do that. That's clear. I can see that.
No.
I understand that you're afraid and that you're horrified about that person within you that could do something like that. But it happened, and it's a done deal, and you did. At least you can do is tell the family how it happened so they can understand why. Are you going to do that for them today or not?
I'd like to,
Then what's holding you back?
to begin something, I don't know, because I don't know what to say to them.
Well, let's throw a few things out. You said you were sorry.
Yeah, but sorry seems so meaningless. Of course.
Right.
Unless you back it up with something else as to why you're sorry. You're right. Give them something, Jodi. I mean, did you guys get into an argument that day? Was there some sort of fight? I mean, help him understand. That's what I'm talking about.
It's shitty.
I mean, do you think
I know he got brutally killed and he was trying to get away from her. Travis's life as a child was very rough. That makes it even worse, doesn't it?
you're gonna get this opportunity again to sit down and just have a free-form discussion?
Oh, probably not. Unless it's with the lawyers.
Oh, there we go.
When you say freeform, you mean like in this room?
Yeah, just exchanging, communicating. There's not going to be any situation or place that's going to make it any easier for you. This is as good as it gets for you right now.
Yesterday, Detective Flores asked me if I wanted to see those pictures, and I told him no.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that's going to help you?
I don't know.
She really wants those pictures.
Well, I'll tell you what, let me check and see if we can get you some pictures to look at.
A whole binder of stuff. Maybe they're all pictures. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of pictures. I'll be right back.
I can't believe her. She's a pain in the ass. She couldn't shut the hell up in the first part, and now she's like,
Have unlimited time.
she's like, no, I can't talk. Okay.
Jodi, Detective Flores has the binder with those pictures, and he's not here in our office right now. But I put a call in to try and find him and get him back here. He's still in town. He's just
That's
not
a
here.
lie.
Would you rather talk to him?
Oh,
If you do, that's fine.
wow.
I'm sure that he'd be willing to talk with you again. Or would you rather continue talking with me? It's up to you.
I don't really have a preference, I guess.
Well, we don't have unlimited time. You don't have unlimited time. We need to get you back across the street, and there's other things that we need to work on.
She's evil. She wants to, so she can build a story, her version of it.
So, the time is now to decide whether you're going to talk to me or not, and whether you're going to give the family some relief that I've talked to you about. Well, either you do or you don't. Actions speak louder than words at this point.
That was one of Travis's favorite sayings.
Weird.
If you really want to do it, then do it. It's not going to benefit you or them to wait to do it. And I don't know what it is that's going on inside your head right now. I don't know whether you're weighing the odds, trying to figure out how you can save your own skin here.
Not interested in saving my skin.
Then what are you interested in?
Well, I am definitely interested in giving his family closure. I'm also interested in maybe a little bit of closure for myself. I got a flat tire on the way to his funeral and was not able to go. I was in weed and my flight was in Sacramento and it was early in the mornings. There were no tire places open and I missed my flight.
Wow.
And even if I had driven as fast as I could get there and didn't get pulled over, I still wouldn't have made it on time for his funeral.
Don't you think that it's going to make just a little bit of difference inside yourself as far as that closure goes, if you know that the family at least has something?
Yeah. If anyone deserves closure anyway, it's them, not me. But I think that's kind of why I wanted to see those pictures. I don't know if that will help or not.
I don't see how it would help. I think it would, if anything, make you more upset. I mean, you know what happened. You know how it transpired. You know the end result and what the end result looked like.
Maybe it'll help me process. I don't know.
You can at least, until you get to the point of, you're processing, the pictures and so forth, you can at least talk about the good things that happened that day and what your intentions were. Maybe you can't bear to talk about the actual act itself, but you can at least talk about the events that led up to it. Happy or sad. There had to have been some happy because I saw all of those photos. And if you're not going to do that today with me right now, I'm just going to send you back across the street. Because we've been in here for a while. And I don't have, the entire day. I guess my patients are running a little thin.
I have a lot of letters to write down.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I can just, everything's just all blurred up and jumbled. I just get some things on paper.
Jumbled.
Do you not trust what I'm going to
27 times cut his throat and then shot him. Like, how mad was she?
do with this information?
I'm being sarcastic.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not that I distrust you. But not because I don't think you're not trustworthy. It's not that.
Dude.
If you give me a specific message to give to them, I promise you that I will relay it in the way that, in the context of which you put it.
I know. Cats. What's weird is Travis' roommate lived in that house with the dead body for almost a week and said he didn't notice. That smell was overwhelming. The blood. Another unanswered question in a different case. She punished him for rejecting her. He was done with her. I don't get that either.
But I can't do it without any information. Without the information that you're holding. So therefore, you know, if that's how we leave it, I'm not going to say anything to them. And they'll be left with, you know, whatever thoughts they have right now. And if you think you're feeling grief over this whole incident, think about how they feel. For once, think about somebody else. The turmoil that they're going through, that family is going through. And every time you see a family struggling with this, they always want to know why. Why was my son's life taken? Why was my grandson's life taken?
Wants to know why.
Everybody wants to know why. And maybe you don't have that why, but you certainly have the events that led up to it, and then they can make their own decision as to why. But the time is now. You won't have another opportunity like this.
I don't know. We're on part 3. I don't know why she hasn't asked for an attorney.
This is still early. And if you want to talk to Detective Flores as opposed to me, you know, you can do that. Like I said, I thought it would be easier for you to talk to a woman who could relate to some of those feelings. But if you want to go back across the street right now, just let me know.
I kind of do want to talk to him because he has been in contact with with Travis's family a lot.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
don't know if that would make any difference, but I know that he already talks to them on a regular basis.
Yeah, and I'm sure that, you know, he has somewhat of a relationship with them. I had them put in a call, so I'll go see if he's...
Yeah, I'm not trying to stall or anything, but I've got to go to the bathroom again. Can we go?
Yeah.
Thanks.
She wants a male detective. What a little game. She's so weird. What is she doing? Is she looking at the recorder? Like, does she not know what that is?
Well, Rachel called me and told me that you wanted to talk to me. I was just on the phone with Travis's sister, and I told her I
Which sister?
Smith.
What'd she say?
She has a million and one questions. More questions now than she had before. And I don't have anything to give her. Part of it because I can't give certain information yet, but the other bit is because I don't have a lot of information. I need more information. Are you doing okay?
It doesn't matter how I'm doing.
It does to me.
Oh my God.
It
Thank
does.
you, but
Wow.
I've always been completely honest with you, and I wish that you could be honest with me.
what matters is how his family is doing.
Oh my
And of
God.
course I care about how my family's doing, just because I'm the person here that everyone thinks is the bad guy. It doesn't mean that my family have anything to do with anything, and it doesn't mean that they were responsible for anything or that they should suffer at all. And of course I feel his family, I don't know them as well, or I don't even know them at all, except for his grandmother.
Look at her talking already. She's fake crying, but also look at how much she's talking compared to with the female.
You know, I told you yesterday, I've been doing this for a long time, and you're absolutely right. You know, the person's family who was hurt, they're obviously hurting. But there's a second family that hurts as well. And in this case, it's your family. Your brothers, your sister, your mom, your dad.
Parents.
Yeah.
I just wish they wouldn't hurt. It would be so much easier for me. Not that I deserve to have it easy, but
I don't think you're ever going to be able to take that away from them. I think they're always going to hurt. Now, the only thing that can solve that is time.
you're right about that.
Rachel said something about you wanting to see some photos, but I don't think I can show you any more photos.
Why not?
Not just, I don't like doing that because something might happen to you. You might, first off, it's not something I do.
The reason I asked was because I just feel like it might help me piece some things together.
Wow.
And this is more of a selfish reason. I think it might give me some sense of closure. I know it's kind of morbid. I don't even think I really deserve closure. His family does, but I wasn't able to attend his funeral. And it's just, I don't know, that's just fine. Mostly.
What is it you want to know about the photos? Do you want to see the room? Do you want to see the bathroom, or do you want to see him? Or is it the photos before it happened that you want to see?
I think the photos of after everything.
Wow. I forget she did this.
I won't show you those. I won't. I'm not in good conscience. I can't do that.
Is there any that you can?
Dude.
No. I can't do that.
She's like, so what can I see? Suddenly she's not crying.
So ones of before, I mean, I've seen plenty of those kinds of photos.
If you want, I can describe stuff for you.
Okay.
Because I was there. And those photos will never leave my head.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure they'll never leave yours either.
Nope.
One thing you got to remember is that by the time he was found, the images that you saw were different than the ones that I saw. Things change over time. His body changes after time. We had a difficult time identifying who he was by the time we got there.
They had a hard time identifying who he was. I forgot that part too. She wants to make him feel sorry for her. She's always been able to manipulate men she doesn't quite get. It's not going to work for her this time. She thinks seeing the crime scene photos are going to provide a closure. She's
He wasn't the same person. So that's why I don't want to show you photos.
So sad.
What about photos of just the room with him not in it? I don't know.
I don't have them with me here, but
I do think she remembers. I do think she's manipulative, but I also think she was raging and she's very mentally not well. So maybe there's parts of it where she was raging and she doesn't remember.
you know, as soon as I get
Or
over
maybe she remembers it too good and wants to see them to make up her lies and be proud of her work.
another detective has them right now.
Yeah.
What
Rebecca.
is it you can tell me about that day?
Really not much. Everything's kind of blurry.
Was he expecting you to show up that day?
Maybe to have
He wanted
sex.
to come.
But you didn't want to.
Oh, I told him I was going to Utah.
Why did you decide to go then?
I didn't really. I was going to Utah.
Leave it off.
Well, this one has a full battery.
You can leave it off.
She's a freaking
Just me and
weirdo.
you.
I know that you talked to his family and
Every day. They can't believe it. I called them yesterday and told them. They just can't believe it.
who did you talk to?
Yeah, because she's a psycho, Q. I think you're right, Melanie. She remembers parts, but not all those photos might fill the gaps. Yeah, and like I said, the trophy thing, he was always willing to do it. That's the thing. He would call her names, treat her like crap, but she would always come back for more, and he was willing. It was sick. Very toxic relationship. Exactly.
Talked to both his, actually talked to his brother Steven first. And Samantha, I left her a message. She was off on vacation.
And with the dirty little things they like to do, it was hard.
And his other two brothers,
Hard.
Gary, and I didn't talk to
The
the other
stop.
brother, Gary. I talked
The
to
toxicity.
Mike, that's his uncle.
Yeah, he was going to call his other brother and his other sister. And I was planning on calling his aunt. She lives back in the Midwest today.
Which aunt?
I can't remember her name.
Renee?
There's another aunt.
Did you talk to his grandmother?
Steven said he was going to take care of that. And if she had any questions, that she could give me a call. And she's been so upset that she hasn't been able to call me yet. Is there something that you want me to tell them?
The things that keep coming to my mind wouldn't help them at all. Wouldn't comfort them. It wouldn't just be cliched, meaningless words.
I'll let you decide what to say. And I'll relay it exactly how you want me to.
I have an unrelated question real quick.
Sure.
And it's not, Detective Lady said that she doesn't like me asking them because it makes me look like I'm concerned about trivial things, but I'm only asking because it concerns other people that I care about. And
It's understandable.
if I could just know so I could tell them if I ever talk to them again or relay a message or call them. On last Friday, I had a wedding, and
Just the camera?
yeah, and the only place that those photos are on my external drive and on the camera card. And,
It'll be a while before we get those back.
okay, but if they can just get to the right person, because that's the only thing they have for their wedding.
I'll be absolutely positive
Wow.
to give those to the right people.
I was gonna edit them
Be
and
assured.
make them look really nice, but he
You know,
can.
they can probably take them and edit the pictures. But who are those two people
Oh,
those pictures belong to?
Brian Neiman
Okay,
is his name.
all right. Yeah, talking to your mom, I think she mentioned something about that.
And also on my external drive as well, maybe my computer and hard drive too, there were pictures of my little sister and I. And for whatever reason, she's in some kind of rehab program right now.
New photos?
Oh.
Yeah.
Jodi had a sister that was in a rehab program, huh? She's so concerned about the damn wedding pictures. When there's schmurder pictures on there.
Well, pretty recent ones that she had of her prom night and of her and I that we were just goofing off. So they're her and I together, and my mom was going to send those.
I didn't know that about her sister. Hopefully that comes up in the documents. I felt so much anger watching his siblings have to hear this sicko. I'm gonna look that up.
So my little brother, she was going to send some of those, and even if she doesn't send them, she wants them. So I mean, I kind of took them for her, and so they sort of
I
belong to them.
understand. I mean, you're worried about other people right now.
And
But you also need to understand that these people, right now, that stuff is not important to them.
I know.
So, I mean, that's
Well,
good of you. I mean,
I
you're
mean-
thinking of them, but they're not thinking about pictures. They're not thinking about stuff like that.
well, I
They're
know,
worried
just
about you.
Eventually, they're going to want those. I know
I
that
know.
she would want those. And did you also take my journals?
Yes,
All 3 of them?
all of them.
Are you going to keep that forever?
No. I'd like to return them to you someday.
I just, well, I'm probably not going to get anything back, but I know that my mom made a mention of saying that she likes the way I write and she's always wanting to know my business. So, I mean, that
That's
would,
something you want me to give to her?
I wouldn't mind if you did. It's something I wouldn't want her to read otherwise, but in this circumstance, I think she deserves to have every piece of me that she can because she's not getting any more.
You're still here with us. Not going anywhere.
Going somewhere.
Not anytime soon.
Wow.
I'll still be able to talk to your family. They can talk to you and they'll be able to visit.
I know. Mallory says, I totally forgot she accused him of the kid stuff. Yeah, Allegius has made me very angry. His grandma that raised him passed away right before the trial. I know. I think I have them in the deep dive that we're doing.
You.
Thank you, Lee.
Do you know what happened to my cash? I heard you can put cash on the books there so that, or on my book or whatever it's called, so that I can get a few things that I might need in there. I don't know what it would be, but
I don't know about the situation here. But once everything gets transferred over to Phoenix, it's a different story.
Yeah, like we think she wrote the journal so that she could help herself. Yeah, all fabricated. Are those your guys' theories as well?
so I might not see that again.
No, any cash that was there is yours. Like if you had cash in your purse, that's your money.
I also had cash in my safe.
I don't think they took any of that. I know there was mention that there was some cash that they saw and they just documented it and left it.
Anyway, no, that's not important.
No, it's
I'm
important.
just-
It's important to you, and I understand that. I mean, there's things that I would think of if I was in your situation. I'd want to take care of the people who love me and that I love, and want to make sure that everything was set. Because certain things you're not going to be able to do anymore.
like hug my family.
No, you'll be able to.
When they come visit, it's like behind a glass, you know?
No, it's not.
It isn't here.
No, in Arizona.
They're not going to come to Arizona.
I guarantee you they'll come to Arizona and see you.
When I moved away, they never came to see me. I was gone for 10 years.
From my understanding, some of that was because of you.
I had a house with a free bedroom and a bed and a pool and everything you could want, and they never came to visit me once. It's my first home. I'm sorry, this is all stupid and it's irrelevant. I'm just saying they're not going to come to Arizona, and they shouldn't have to come to Arizona. And I don't think I want them to anyway. So yeah, when you say there are certain things that I won't do anymore, I know that it's really sinking in
Yeah.
quite a bit.
You don't think your sister or your brothers will come visit you?
Yeah, I'm sure they would.
Of course they will. You don't think your mom will come visit you? She will. Who do you think is worrying about you more right now? I think your mom and dad are worried more than anything.
Yeah, my dad went to the hospital yesterday because he was having a panic attack.
Yeah, Jodi, because you just ruined everything, everyone's life. She later admits to killing in self-defense. All the stories in her journal deny she was even at Travis' house, went out the window. I think she stole the journals to remember him by. Also, if she didn't throw the evidence in the water, I think she buried it somewhere to get later, like maybe her grandparents' yard. Yeah, I know. I know. And where's the pew pew? Oh, Laura, don't worry. We're catching up here. Laura says I need to catch up on this case. We're doing the first deep dive tomorrow. This is just interrogation. We're going over documents and like pictures and all of it. Kind of like Gypsy. She wrote her own journals. Her dad passed away. She is legit insane. Hey, Swerve Show, good to see you. Melly, this detective lost his little boy during the trial. Also, jeez, a lot of bad things.
He gets these things
With
where
this
they just
person,
can't get his heart rate down.
How sad.
And it's not, I mean, I haven't really been the cause of any of that prior. It's just happened. Yesterday I have everything to do with it. It doesn't even matter. I mean, he's had a long life. Every breath he takes right now is because of modern technology. So it's bought him a lot of time, but I'm so sorry for Travis's family.
Yeah. Yeah, she staged it. It was her grandparents' pew pew, right?
Well, they're asking for answers. What can you give me? What do you want me to tell them? I will tell them anything that you want me to. And it's not gonna solve anything for them. It's not gonna fill that void curiosity, but I think at least it'll be a start. What is it you want to say? I will call her as soon as I'm done talking to you.
One thing you could say, and this has nothing to do with his death, but it's something they may want to see. 2 nights ago, it took me 5.5 hours, but I posted a 45-minute video on YouTube of him doing a training in San Bernardino.
Oh, I just pulled it up, Green-Eyed. Green-Eyed said the detective's son passed away during the trial. It was in a Boy Scout accident. Zip lining. How sad. Jodi's a monster.
Where did you post that?
And then to have to deal with that, wow.
On YouTube. If you go to YouTube, it takes some time, a couple hours to actually get it up. And, once it's they have to go through some processing thing. But if you type in Travis Alexander space systems training, so systems '(S) training, it should come up.
What is it?
Travis Alexander. And then a dash. It's like a space and a dash.
Space and just a dash.
Yeah, and then a systems training. Apostrophe on this. I don't know if that makes a difference, but that's
This case is just so negative. All the negative energy rubbed off on everybody. Same attorney said his cancer came from being her attorney. Oh my goodness. See what I'm saying? She's just the stress of this case.
exactly what I titled it. And then his friend Chris Hughes gives about a 6.5 minute
Yeah, it was an accident with the sun.
introduction to him, and then Travis gets up there and does a 30-minute training. And he talks a lot about what's in the introduction to his book. He talks about his grandfather, Vic.
He loves his grandparents.
Yeah.
You know, he still loves his grandparents.
Yeah.
He loves his parents and his family, and you and I have similar beliefs, and you know, we know he's okay now.
I know, and I know that he's okay, and I know he's in a good place, and I know that that doesn't make it any better here for anybody.
But there's always that.
She's like a Sarah Boone. Judge would not let her attorney quit. That's messed up. Yeah, you both said that at the same time. Wow.
But I think he's waiting for you to give relief to other people who are still here with us. And you know you have to. You can't leave it unfinished. It's the last piece of this puzzle. And it is completely up to you, Jodi. Like I told you yesterday, I have details on how things happen. There's ways to figure out.
Crazy.
But the biggest question that everybody always asks is why? It's the biggest question of our life.
It is.
Why are we here? Why do we suffer? Why do we go through the things that we do?
Why do we hurt each other?
The biggest reason I've ever found is for us to have happiness. We're here to have
I think you're right.
happiness. In whatever situation that we have. No matter where we're at, who we are, and what our situation is, we can at least try to be happy.
I think he said she wasn't going to Cancun and he was just telling her, like, I'm completely done with you. And she was over there having sex with him. And so
Do you want to talk about what happened that day? I've got the images in my head and I can explain whatever it is you want about what I saw when I went there. What I can't do is I can't show you pictures. What time did you get there that day?
yeah, I think she was literally like, no way. No one else can have you. She went out to the car and got the weapons, right, Divine? He told her she wasn't wife material and he would never marry her. Yeah, and going to Cancun would just maybe solidify that they were done and maybe he was gonna hook up and like someone there. Fall in love.
The pictures that I have, the first ones show you they're at about 1:45 or so.
Yeah, that's why I said or fall in love. He was already seeing another female. Yeah. I do remember that part. can't believe it.
Was it soon before that, or had you been there for a while already? I know his roommates are off at work during that time and don't come home till about 6:30, 7 o'clock. They don't even talk to him, really. It just seems like they just kind of rent rooms and they don't really socialize. And they kind of stick to themselves, especially his new roommate.
Who was that?
Did you know his new roommate?
I knew Zach was there.
Zach and Enrique was the other one.
I think I saw Enrique at his funeral services, or I mean his memorial services, but I didn't meet him, or I didn't know him.
It's a Mexican guy. He's
Kind of short.
quiet, kind of reserved.
His other roommates, I knew Dustin, who was, I think, in the room that shared Travis's wall. Yeah.
We'll go over those pics
So
tomorrow.
the corner room.
There was only Zach and Enrique there.
Yeah.
And those guys, we have all of their things as well. So, I mean, they're asking too. Zach is going through so much right now. He's like, how can we not know that he was there for days? He racks his brain. He calls me 2-3 times a week. Just goes over and over in his mind. He has no idea. And he was the one who first went into the room and found him.
He's the one. I've heard so many rumors about how that happened.
Yeah. Other friends came over looking for him, and they went into the room. There's a few of them. They came out, and you know what? They'll never be the same. When you see something like that, it's difficult, especially when it's somebody you know, somebody you love.
Yeah, she was a psycho. She slashed his tires, went through the doggy door. She was stalking him. Didn't she break into his emails? Wasn't she pretending to him and his wife called it about Rebecca, what was scary as hell, was driving by that backyard. Oh, that's interesting. She sent flowers to his family. That's psycho. Every time he turned, she was there. Yeah. Right outside his window when he had the new girlfriend. She was doing house cleaning for Travis. Yeah. She's insane. Absolutely insane.
I deal with it all the time, so it doesn't bother me as much.
You must have to remain detached quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. You know who I usually get attached to? Is the people I'm talking to. To you. You're the one that I'm going to remember. I remember him, but I didn't know him. I will remember you. I mean, we've talked so much since that day. Over the phone and here. And I'll probably talk to you some more later when we get back to Arizona. Whenever you go, I don't know.
Still didn't hurt anybody.
I know.
I don't think I can avoid it though.
Everybody's hurting already. There's nothing else you can say or do that could help.
And she was threatening him, or did the people in his church already know? Wasn't she threatening him with that as well at some point? I don't think he knew she was coming because McCall's time, if I recall correctly, no trace of her there. I think she woke him up knocking on the door.
Except for maybe an explanation of why it happened and how it happened. And it's not my job to have an opinion of you and your personality and your character. It's It's my job to sit here and talk to you and get the facts of the incident.
But we all know she was 100% actively stalking him up until his death.
And present those to the court and whoever else needs to know. You want to try to open up and talk about what happened?
She literally murdered the object of her desire because he rejected her. He didn't want to be with her anymore.
Happened that day? Because I'm ready.
I do, but I don't think I'm ready. I mean, there's not much to say. I just don't.
You want to start and we can stop at any time you want.
Yeah.
Fill in some details. This is what I do to assure that you're not just saying you did something just to cop out. Because there are certain details that only I know and the person who did this knows. Nobody else does. And I use this information to confirm what I suspected. So if you can just start and give me some details as confirmation, then that'll be fine. And if you want, we can continue at another time.
He just really wants to.
Well, then let's start. Because I know that part that really wants to is that part inside of you that is telling you to do what's right. We don't have to go over details, all the details. Why did you go there that day?
Was it she lost her phone or her phone was dead? Didn't she say she couldn't find the charger or something? The calls were made after the crime to throw the cops off. She left a voicemail, right? We're going to listen to those when we get to that part.
Why did you show up that morning? I have questions too. Were you going to try to convince him not to go to Mexico? Were you going to try to convince him to go on a trip with you? Or
No, he would never not go to Mexico. I would never want him to not go. He was gonna see Chichen Itza, and it's on the list of 1,000 places.
That's one of the things I want to do in my lifetime.
Yeah, it's an important part of our history, both in the church and I guess our heritage too.
That's where my people come from.
Yeah, the charger.
Why were you there that day? Please tell me.
I'm so obsessed with this case.
Did you just miss it?
And I haven't even got into the documents. A lot of you guys know a lot more or reminded me because I never really actually watched these in full. I followed it and I always thought she was insane, but I'm glad we're getting into it.
Did he call you? Did he miss you? What was it?
Why are we obsessed with Jodi Arias?
The only other explanation I can think of is that you went there for one purpose.
It's like the obsession, the lust, the jealousy, the emotional torture of it all. Humans.
And that's to hurt him. And if that's the case, if that's the truth, then that's what you need to say. If you want me to call and tell his family that you're sorry and that you apologize for what happened, I can do that. whatever you want. This is your time right now. I flew up here for a lot of different reasons, and one of them, the main reason, was to sit down with you here and talk to you about what happened. I did it yesterday, and now I'm here today. But the time is limited.
There's so many things that I want to say.
Start with one. Start with the beginning. Was it a last minute change from your trip to come down, down to Arizona?
Mhm.
I bet you were going through your head. Should I just go, or should I just keep going to Utah? It's only an additional 300 miles from where you were, so. Jodi, your time's running out. I'm not going to be able to talk to you anymore. And I want to. Once you get into the system, I'm not going to be able to.
I remember a lot of people saying she was hot. She was looking at one girl the whole time she was on the stand, and it was a male. She couldn't keep it in her pants, in her pantalones. Yeah, Shane, she borrowed the can. She's a nut job here. Yeah.
To you anymore.
Evie. Evie's like, we thought we were done with the crazies, and then here comes Slender Bean. Kenzie.
You leave so many questions unanswered for me and for his family and for your.
I think she's really pretty. I do in the older pictures. I don't know about now. But you know, the whole thing of being obsessed with this case like really draws me in, because it's like, you know, our understanding of like human capability is so limited and the potential is so infinite. It's like, I feel like, do we see ourselves sometimes in Jodi Arias? Like, do you see what I'm saying? Like the psychology behind this? Not that we're killers, but she's beautiful till you look in her eyes. Like the jealousy, being in love with someone like that, toxic relationships. She was passing notes via magazine. She got caught. She tried to bone everyone in the trial. I don't remember that part. There's your indiscriminate. Really? I can't wait to watch it. It was crazy chat rooms with people saying, oh yeah, she was hot. No what? Wonder who pays her honey buns. Oh, I'm sure she's getting them honey buns. Never been in love.
You were there that day, weren't you?
Yeah, sex, lust, all of the above. She used SCX as a weapon. She was living with another man. Yeah. SCX was totally a weapon. He didn't like her because she was so possessive.
Were you guys alone?
Yeah.
Can you answer that for me? Were you guys alone?
There's so much, and I just want
Answer that for me. Should I be looking for somebody else?
Oh my God.
Is there anybody else with you besides you and Travis? Are you protecting somebody else? Jodi,
I'm sorry,
Oh, brother.
I just don't know what to do.
Maybe tell the truth?
I'm right here. I'm right in front of you. This is what you need to focus on right now.
Just trying to think here.
You had Rachel call me for a reason. That's why I came back here.
I had her call you about those photos. But I also thought that because you communicate with his family more regularly, I don't think she's talking. I just don't know what to say. They deserve to have some kind of peace.
Well, you want me to ask you a question that they've been asking me? Maybe you can answer it. Same question I've been asking you.
Yeah, the
Was
bait.
there somebody else with you? That's the number one question that his whole family has been asking. What do I tell them? What do you want me to say to them? Because the only answer I can give them is, I don't have any evidence to show there was anybody else there.
Nope.
Well, that's another way of saying,
The camcorder doesn't show anyone else
I
there.
don't know for sure. And that's absolutely true. I don't know if somebody else was there with you. Please give me that at least. For them. You don't, if there was, you don't have to say a name. It's a simple yes or no. Yes or no, Jodi? Look at me. Please. They want to know. Was somebody else there with you?
She's ridiculous.
Just trying to think.
She like doesn't know what to make up.
You keep fighting it.
What happened to me today and from here on out, if I just told you every single detail that I know, and I gave you a confession,
Nothing else changes. It just speeds up the process.
in what way? Do I go to Arizona faster?
Wow.
The process in Arizona speeds up.
So if I maintain my innocence, then I stay here longer, just in the
No,
system.
no, you don't really stay here longer. That speeds up the process in Arizona.
Like the trial and all that jazz.
Do you want to put your family through a trial? That's another question you have to ask yourself.
Can I do it all without a trial, or does there have to be a trial?
Something that you can discuss with the prosecutor.
Wait, what did I miss? I think Melanie said yes. She said she grabbed her on trial, body slammed. I don't believe it. No, I don't think so. She needs time to think of the right answers. Yep. Good to see you, Corey. She tried so hard to make stories. Yep, she's a damn liar. Very bad storyteller. When we will watch her trial. Yes, we're watching it here after we get into the documents. So maybe next week we're gonna do Kenzie and read some of the docs. Yeah, let me confess. I mean, make up an elaborate lie. I don't know. Yes, we are.
And I'm on the phone with him pretty much every day, giving him updates.
What's his name?
His name is Juan Martinez. And he's the #1 prosecutor in Phoenix. Well, at least in my book, he is.
He's Phoenix Fort Marco.
Yes.
I wonder if I should just get a lawyer first.
That's completely up to you.
I know that you can't stay here forever and you need to go back. If I get one, will you be able to still talk to me afterward, or does everything stop, or what?
I'll tell you exactly what a lawyer's going to tell you to do. He's going to say, nope.
No fun, what?
No more contact. She had her chance. You had your chance to talk to her. It's over.
Well, I mean, I just would want his advice, and it doesn't necessarily mean that that I'm going to take his advice, nor does it mean that,
that's completely up to you.
Sitting in a cell somewhere not saying anything is going to help.
I can't advise you either way. But what I can advise you on is the truth. The details of the case that you have in your head that you can give me will allow me to verify the information that I have to make sure that I'm looking at the right person, and to verify my theory that nobody else was there with you.
Travis was buried in Olivewood Memorial Park in Riverside, California.
It's like I said yesterday, there is no doubt in my mind what happened there that day. A couple of details that I don't have. How it started and why it started. And like I said before, if you can provide me just a few, I can at least relay to the family. That would be fine with me. If you don't want to give all the details, we don't have to go through all the details. But let's at least start.
Me too. I like Juan.
Let's start right here, right now. If there's a question that I ask you that you feel like you don't want to answer, you can say, no, I don't want to answer that right now.
Okay, just hold on a second.
She tried to sue Nurmi too, right? I kind of remember that.
Do you want to move forward or no?
Yes, I do.
You do?
No, she does.
I do, but
Well, let's do it.
I just,
I'm here.
I know. I'm not trying to stall. I'm not trying to waste your time.
I know you're not trying to stop.
It's
I know it's difficult for you. Difficult for anybody sitting in your shoes right now. You decide. I don't want to push you. It's your own free will. That's one thing that we have is our own free will.
it's all really blurry. It really is blurry.
What went through your mind after it happened? A lot of fear?
Fear?
What did you think when you were driving away?
Scared. Really?
I can imagine what you were going through, waiting for it to finally come out.
Waiting for what to come out?
The news that he was no longer with us. He must have been going through hell. Every day that went by, what were you thinking? What was that?
I'm scared. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Scared.
And you just went on with your day like nothing had happened.
I had to.
You had to.
You weren't scared when you stabbed him 27 times and there was all this blood.
Did you tell anybody what had happened? It must have been hard.
It's all a blur. Can I please see those photos?
As soon as I get back, the detectives went to Reading to go pick up the rental car that you had that day. And they took the photos.
There's probably something in the rental car.
Like what?
Maybe blood.
In the trunk? In the back seat? That's what we're gonna look for, so.
I was just thinking maybe the handles, lock, steering wheel, something like that. Things I get touched.
Is that what was going through your head when you left? What did I leave behind? What did I touch?
No.
What was going through your head when you
I
left
just-
his neighborhood there?
Just had to run. bit of a survival instinct, but it was mostly just
run.
fear.
Are you worried that his roommates were going to get home soon?
I was hoping.
Did you even think about that? That's the first thing that I was thinking about. It's when she left here. She barely missed his roommates. Or maybe his roommates had gotten home and just didn't hear her.
Did they hear anybody at all in the house?
No. They saw things which weren't usual.
Like what?
They saw his CTR ring and his watch on the kitchen counter, and they thought that was odd. He never leaves town without those.
No, he always leaves those there, but unless he's leaving, then he takes those things and puts them on.
There were clues here and there, but they just went on with their day like nothing had happened, without even asking questions. They knew that he was going on a trip, but they didn't know what day. That's
He
what
was
took
supposed to leave on Tuesday.
Tuesday, that following week.
That's right.
Jodi, you knew that.
They found him on Monday.
Yeah, her asking questions.
But all those little things that they talked about now, Zach is killing himself. He's like, I don't know how I did not see this. Why didn't I just go check on him? Why didn't I just follow my instinct and go look?
Travis didn't always bond with his roommates. He did with some. He bonded with Aaron, even though he had an intolerance for Aaron's lifestyle. He bonded pretty well with his friend Josh Ward, who lives back in Southern California now.
He wasn't too close with Zach or Enrique.
No, or his previous roommates. I don't know
They
anything
seem
about
to have been just people who rent rooms out from there. They don't become friends.
Yeah, they were just.
They have their own lifestyles and they go on.
Yeah, his rules were, LDS standards and pay your rent on time.
Yeah, I think Travis was really in a lot of fear when he was with her right before he died. Got murdered.
What time did you leave there that day?
She was obsessed. Truly, she was obsessed with Travis.
You don't remember? Just trying to drive and get as much distance as you could. How long were you in the house after it happened? I know you tried to clean yourself up and clean up what you could.
Wasn't.
It didn't take too long, but you did. Why did you throw the camera in the washing machine? We found blood in the downstairs bathroom where somebody had tried to wash their hands. There's blood on the outside of the washing machine. There's little things that give us clues to what you were doing afterwards. Do you remember those things?
No.
You remember some of them. What was your intention in going there that day? What was the purpose of the visit? The same as before?
No.
I'm just starting to remember. I'm just trying to remember that week. That whole week. And the week prior had a lot to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Weekend or Friday night prior, I think.
Did you have plans on going down there? Or I know you said he had called and wanted you to come down. At what point did you decide, okay, I'm going?
He always was like, I want to say meddling, but he was always like more concerned than I felt he needed to be about my finances. And he's like, well, how can you make a road trip when you're this, that, and that, you know?
Well, he expected everyone to be like he is.
He did. He really did.
He expected that, hey, if you go on a road trip, you better be thinking about this and that.
There were so many times where I just threw my responsibilities to the wind and went on road trips with him because I am a little irresponsible when it comes to that. It's not just because it was with him, it's because it was the traveling.
No, you were obsessed with him.
And, you know.
When he leaves, he usually makes sure everything is planned out.
And that he has enough money for it.
And you just gotta take off sometimes.
Yeah, I guess.
You're very, very free spirit.
And it's
I've known
not,
that from the beginning. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good.
what gives you the indication, like when you say you know that from the beginning?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to people who know you. It's like, oh, that's just Jodi.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I have that nude photo in the tub.
And real spacey and just.
When you want to go do something, you just go do it, and you'll deal with the consequences later.
Yeah.
Yeah, she threw her responsibilities to the wind.
You decided to go visit him. At what point? Were you already on the road, or was it from here? Did you already know you were going to go visit him when you left here? I've done that before. Sometimes I just leave and, oh, you know what? I'm going to go visit this person while I'm on the way.
You know, go ahead.
Did you see any of his roommates' cars out in the driveway when you left? That part just bothers me because it was so close to the time when one of the roommates came home.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking maybe you were still in the house when he was there.
No.
Oh, wow.
No, I was in the driveway.
You were in the driveway. They would have seen the car then, right?
Yeah. My space was always right behind Travis's car. And he parked it's a 3-car garage, and he took the middle space.
Oh, the Prius?
Yeah, the Prius, or his BMW before that. And then there was like a smaller little space, but it was enough for a car. But it was always jammed with junk from his roommates. He was very much he didn't save stuff, you know.
Yeah.
He had so much storage space. He was so generous when I moved there. He let me store all my stuff there because I went from
Well, because she didn't mean to leave the camera, right?
house to a room, and so I had artwork because I paint, art supplies, photos, books and books and books and books. So many books. Some aren't even mine. They're belonging to my friend Matt. I was writing that card yesterday because I was taking a trip to Monterey. And
What is it, Matt?
yeah, I was gonna drop off some books to him that I'd had for years. We dated like 8 years ago. We're still friends. So all of his books that somehow I ended up keeping, and some were mine, some more like esoteric and spiritual kind of books that I'm probably never gonna read now because they're just so out there.
I'm sure they'll get those back to him.
And then some photos also too. Daryl, who was another guy I dated after Matt that we bought the house together. And kitchen supplies. Daryl paid for so much when he was there. He footed the bill with Costco, so I had they said that they took knives out of my car.
I don't even know who they are, you know.
Oh, they're Daryl's. I mean, they've been in storage for years just collecting
Well,
dust.
it's good to know that there is.
Yeah, no, they were all just, one might have been mine, but like, I think they were.
How ridiculous is she? She thought if she ran it through the wash cycle, everything would be wrecked. She kept her art there, books. Yeah, I know.
Girls. And so there's those and a bunch of kitchen supplies and pictures of him and his son mostly. And we used to go to 49er games all the time, just in camping trips.
So the car you driven there was the rental car?
Yeah.
The Ford Focus.
Oh.
That's the car they're going to go pick up, Ford Focus.
Oh.
I know they were going to rent you another car, but then something happened with that first car. Either you didn't like it or...
Oh, it was red, and I thought, because I always hear that you don't drive a red car, because I would never buy a red car, and it was fine. It was a Ford Focus too.
And you got the other car instead.
I was like, do you have one with a more neutral color? Because red is like, you always get pulled over and you get tickets. No, I don't know if that's true. It's just something I've been told since.
It's just there's a lot of people have red cars who like to go fast. It's a personality thing. It's not because of the car color.
And it's just for me, it's a psychological thing. It's more noticeable, and it's like, red flag or bull kind of thing.
I know Travis doesn't lock his doors when he's home. Was the door open when you got
What
there?
the-
Did you have to go to the garage, or how did you get inside? Did you knock? Everybody says he just leaves his doors open when he's home. Trusts everybody.
Wow.
Have you ever seen the movie The Secret?
I don't think so.
It's kind of, you're familiar with the whole law of attraction kind of thing. Like what you think you become or you bring into your life.
That's true.
He felt that if you lock your doors, then what are you telling the universe? What are you telling the ether out there? Is that I need to lock my door for a reason.
Yeah, I want to be safe.
Yeah, I want to be safe, which also gives the impression that, well, there's somebody that could hurt me. So, and by trusting and opening them to
He's a
yourself.
very, very trusting person. And that's what made him who he is. Most of us come from a different kind of background and have a different type of philosophy. Doing what I do for a living, I lock my doors.
I can imagine. Yeah, I guess me coming from Salinas, I've always locked my doors. I used to go to sleep at night and I would hear gunshots. We weren't in a bad neighborhood, but our neighborhood neighbored another neighborhood. It wasn't.
Yeah, she showed up out of
scary.
nowhere.
And-
She showed up out of nowhere, but he let her in, right?
Because Salinas is agricultural and there were a lot of fields, and I used to think that there were hunters in the fields with their dogs catching animals or something. They were all just gangs. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to.
That's okay. I've noticed that when I've talked to you, you kind of go off sometimes.
Travis used to be like, get to the point. Get to the point. And that made me kind of mad. He had a little bit of a double standard with that, because if you ever see him train or talk, ask any of the leaders in prepaid legal, he is notorious for going too long. His friend
This proves how obsessed she is with him.
Dave Hall in Utah cuts him off, and he got mad at him once because he went 5 minutes over, and he just talks and talks and talks. And I said,
Listen to
you're
her.
kind of long-winded yourself.
He had a future in that. That's what
Yeah.
he wanted to do. And he was good.
You just cut his throat and stabbed him 27 times.
He was so good.
at it.
He talks about things of more substance, though, and I just ramble.
So was the door unlocked when you got there? Or did you went through the door of the garage? I know a lot of his friends have the key code for the garage too. He doesn't keep that a secret either. I got that from several different friends.
Yeah, 0817.
Was he expecting you? Yes. Did you surprise him? I know he was always happy to see you.
No.
What you guys had was not wrong, Jodi. Going over all his stuff, he was always happy to see
you. He told me this time when, because I was in his ward boundaries, so one of my roommates went to his church.
Wow.
And they were doing some church activity, and Travis was getting a ride. When he said his friend Katie Barnes was in the back seat, he was in the other seat. And there were two people in the front. I guess they were all going to squeeze in and go to this church activity, and they were swinging by and pick up Amy, my roommate. And I wasn't there, I don't think. I was at work or something. But he said he wasn't doing much. He must have been on his phone or something, texting. But he said they parked, and he looked up. It was my house. He's like, "What are we doing here?" And he freaked out. I started laughing so hard when he told me that story. And they're like, "We're getting Amy. She's going with us." "Oh, okay." And he just kind of sat there, twiddled his thumbs, and then got Amy, and she left.
This is after you guys broke up.
Oh yeah, because by the time I lived in that
Yeah,
house,
that's
we were
right.
together. It was just, I think it just weirded him out. I don't know what reminded me of that just now. You said something.
He was happy to see you.
Yeah, I don't think he would have probably been. It would have been awkward, I think, then, because we kept.
You guys had a different kind of relationship. You guys were happy to see each other, but for some reason he couldn't outwardly show it in public.
He
was afraid of his image, and to him his image was everything.
He told me on several occasions it saddened him and it bothered him. He had two friends in particular that gave him a very hard time about our friendship, and that was Chris and Sky. But I think they did it out of concern for his future, his marital status. By him and I continuing that, we were both just postponing what we should be focusing on instead.
Well, you're living life. Life is what you make of it. It's not set in stone.
Yeah, I don't think
It's
either
not a
of us
gen-
have our priorities in the right
I know the
place.
church has a general plan. You go if you're a guy, you go on a mission, you come back, you find a girl, you get married, and you start having kids. And you start contributing to society and to your church.
Yeah, that's really not that much.
And you came into something. I don't know whether you came in with both feet or you still had 1 foot out, but it's a whole different society in that church. It's an all
It
or
is.
nothing.
It is, and I think that's just because the church actually
And that's what people
lives
struggle
their
with.
standards.
They have the utmost standards, and you look around, and there's not one person in that church, in those pews, who doesn't need to be there. If they were perfect, they wouldn't have to go. And sometimes I think it's a facade. I know.
She was so upset she converted to his religion. Like right away, right?
Travis kept trying to live up to those standards, but he's a human being, and both of you are mortal, and you have free will, and that's that. Sometimes I think maybe he put too much pressure on himself to be perfect, or to at least portray himself to be perfect. And that's maybe why something like this happens. Things get way out of hand.
I'm not an evil person.
I know you're not.
But I've always had, and I'm not a promiscuous person.
Something attracted you guys to each other.
Yeah, and I think there was also, I knew him well. I knew him through and through. I loved him and I cared about him. And I knew we weren't going to get married, so
How did you know you weren't going to get married?
couple of reasons.
It's like oil and water. You guys just don't mix.
We mixed really well for a time, but I think when I discovered his ways last year, it was so hard, but
What ways are those?
he didn't seem like husband material, but it didn't mean that he wouldn't be in the future. It just meant that something that Chris and Sky said to me back in January of 2007 really stuck, and they said, do you want to be like Deanna and wait 6 years?
Yeah.
They made jokes saying, if you wait 6 years, you can get free breast implants, because he bought her breast implants at one point. And they're like, and then he'll really do it, you know? Just all these things, and I was like, what? Why would they say these? Anyway, that one part stuck though, and I felt that, you know, women have, not all women, you know, not Mimi and not certain other women, but most women just fall all over themselves for Travis, because he's nice and he seems like the whole package.
I think Mimi kind of saw through everything. There's some people out there that can see through stuff.
I was,
Mimi was the other girlfriend, yeah?
I kind of did too. Like, I had never been pursued by a person like that. But
That's why you were obsessed.
at the same time, I'd like to say, like, maybe saw through this, but I saw beneath that and through that. Like he wrote that thing on his blog, The Gold from Within. And I really did see, like, inside, he was an amazing person. He was a good person. He was a generous person. He gave so much, and
Well, maybe you chose to actually look past that first level. Somebody like Mimi looks past that first level and sees that's something I don't like already, and I'm not going to look any further. You, on the other
she
hand,
spends a lot of time at the temple, so I think that I've never been endowed, I've never been through the temple, but from what I understand, I think that it's such a sacred place, and meditating there and being there will help to give you further insight about where just you as a person are supposed to make a move on a certain decision in your life. So maybe that just wasn't for her.
That's true.
I also was thinking after the fact, I didn't get every chance to discuss this with him. I didn't know she was going to Cancun, but and I didn't know she didn't. She flat out told me no, but I thought.
So that's completely out of the theory that you went there to convince him to not go.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Okay, because that's the first theory that was thrown out there, was she was jealous. She knew that he was going to Cancun with this other girl, and it was just jealousy. It's the simplest.
I asked him at one point after I moved. I was like, hey, who are you taking to Cancun, by the way? I knew it wasn't. At one point, there was a girl named
Lisa was the ex, right? And then Mimi was the one he was supposed to go to Cancun with. Am I right about Lisa? He was a giving person. Shh. She said women would do anything to date him.
And she wasn't romantically involved. She just in the business, and she saw me at the mall.
Yeah, there you go. I said Lisa, and then Divine says Lisa was the one who got her tires slashed and broke up because of Jodi's stalking. Yeah.
Now, wasn't he going to take you to Cancun? And that was like, we found out about Cancun a year prior, right about the time we broke up. And so, like, I never really assumed that I had a ticket there. And, you know, as things went on, it was just never discussed. So there was never any discussion.
That never went through your head.
Yeah, there was never a discussion that I was going to Cancun. Not on that trip, not with him. Maybe sometime in the future, some other time with somebody else, but no. So no, that wasn't an issue.
What about the trip of him coming up to you, come visit you? Was that something that was planned, or is that something that?
Yeah, it was.
Because I wasn't even sure that was true.
No, it was postponed twice. He was gonna maybe come up and I kind of like was hoping he would come by May 24th, because I was singing the national anthem at the races, and I thought it's part of one of my goals for this year. Was one of my fears to overcome was being in front of a large crowd or public speaking.
You have anxiety with crowds?
Yeah, there were 3 fears. One was handguns, which is one of the reasons I got a gun. There was a CHP here in town that said he would take me out and go target practicing. And I went to the sporting goods store several times to see what he had, and they were all in the $500 or $600 range for the kind that I wanted. So they were too expensive, but then there was this one, it was cheap. It was like $100 and something, and I said, all right, let's do it. So I put my money down and got my little 10-day background check and all that. So, and then I got it and I was happy, you know. And the third one was skydiving, so I was going to do that sometime this year. But he wasn't able to make it up for the he was scared to tell me that too. He's like, I know you get really
Was he
upset.
scared?
Not scared.
The stories and how much she's talking again.
But
Hesitant.
he didn't want you
Ugh.
to be upset.
He didn't want to hurt my feelings. He told me that. He was on the phone in early May because I had known about that I was going to sing 8 weeks prior, about 8 weeks prior. Yeah, because I had approached the guy at the state down by the Purple Plum, which is this one of the middle exits there. He works at the gas station area.
I ate there this morning.
Oh, really? It's pretty good food.
You used to work there, didn't you?
Yeah, they're good people. They
So
took me
I
on
went
the
to go
stage.
eat there, and I couldn't get it out of my mind. Jodi used to work here. Constantly thinking about you because of this.
It was a good place to be. I worked there twice actually when I was 18. My dad closed his restaurant when I was 16 or 17, and that's when I was.
That's a good theory. Divine says Jodi came prepared for a girl there, in my opinion.
A server there, and being a server in a restaurant is probably one of the best positions because you tend to make a little more money than the other positions. It's all contingent, but generally it works out in your favor.
You've got that kind of personality. People want to tip you.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
when he didn't come up, was there an issue with that? Did you guys talk about that?
Well, he said he put it so delicately that I couldn't be mad. I was sad, but I wasn't mad or anything. And he said, he's like, I'm just not sure. He said, there's a lot of stress going on. There's a lot of things right now, with this, and just I have stuff going on. And he's like, I've been hesitating to tell you, but it looks like I might not be able to make it up there to watch you sing. And I've been scared to tell you that. And I was like, oh, he says it, and he taught me this technique. He says it in a way to disarm you first, to where you're just like, well, oh, no, reverse psychology sort of. So he said that, and I could tell that he really was concerned that he would hurt my feelings.
Is that when he decided to invite you up?
Yeah.
No,
Brought both weapons.
no, not at all. Because he didn't invite me up till he found out I was going on a road trip. But then he's like, but he's all definitely the first week of June. He's all probably before I go to Cancun. And so as that week got closer, he was like, look, we had a big fight somewhere around then. I don't remember the exact timeline, but it was in late May. And
is that when his email was sent out? Did you send him? Or
was
it a large email about your relationship?
Just how I think that, because I just could tell, because I edited and I did all the editing and the grammar and spelling. He's not the greatest speller on his first chapter of his book.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to post it on his blog. And I noticed when he posted the introduction that he's like, special thanks to Katie Barnes. And I have no jealousy toward her. She's just a great girl. And, there's nothing there to worry about. In fact, when I was worried about Lisa Andrews and Elena Gomez, her best friend, they were all spending a lot of time together. And so I wasn't sure that she would post flirtatious things on his MySpace. He's like, don't worry about that. And, he said at one point, he's like, if you have anything to worry about, it's Katie Barnes. And so I was like, you were so spinning it to throw my focus off something. And I don't think there was ever any concern with that. I know that he liked her, but nothing more as a friend. And he said she's a little freaky and emotional and unstable sometimes, but I think she's just young. She's a nice girl. And so he said that. And I said, hey, make sure you posted a special thanks to Jodi Arias for editing. And he's like, I can't do that. And I was like, why not? And he's like, Jodi, we've discussed this. And what he meant was I made a few comments because he was like, leave me comments on my blog and rate me 5 stars, and that kind of thing. Because also it looks like people are going there. So I left a few comments.
What is wrong with her?
He saw people who already said things. And he was he was referring to Sky Hughes, who was like, hey, I noticed a certain someone's been commenting on your blog. And I think it's because he had given her and I told him to say this too. Okay, I'll be real quick because I know this is all I'm just giving you background. We sat next to each other at the last convention, in a pre-legal convention in Oklahoma City. And it's because we buy our tickets way in advance. So we bought our tickets last year. And And, because he qualifies for executive director every month, which is one of the top levels in the company, he gets to sit on the floor close to the front as opposed to the stadium seats. So, I had a ticket because he bought a ticket for me at the time. So it wasn't a big deal, but we were just sitting next to each other. But she made a comment, he has to explain, listen, we got our tickets a year ago. There's no way she's going to give up her seat for stadium seats. So he sent that ticket. He sent that text either to her friend Holly or really to her or someone. Anyway, I realized that she was giving him a hard time, so I said, listen, tell her next time she says anything that Jodi's dating other people and that she's moving to California soon, because it was already in the plans to move to California.
I don't understand why he couldn't just tell them that you guys were still friends.
Yeah.
What issue is it?
I wondered that too, and he said it's because him and Sky had a lot of arguments, but it wasn't because they disliked each other. It's because they both have sort of fiery personalities. She has a strict set of standards, and he's just like opinionated. So together that's kaboom. And but nonetheless they were really best of friends, especially him and her husband Chris. And a lot of their fights were about me, from what I gathered. I don't know a lot of that.
Is that what that email was about? Is the whole
Yeah.
situation?
So we had that conversation, and I walked to work because I was, I just Purple Plum in my grandmother's house. It's being in Mesa, going to that is just, it's ridiculous to drive when it's less than 10 minutes to walk, and gas prices here are almost $5.
Okay. It ends there. Part 3 ends there. Wow. It's an intense interrogation. And we're just about done. She wouldn't talk to the female like this. No. She would barely even talk. She would not allow him, just like Kenzie. Just like Kenzie didn't want Dom to be with anyone else, Jodi didn't want Travis to be with anyone else. Straight psychos. She talks way too much. Yeah. She does. She's annoying. Okay, so we have one more part of the interrogation, and tomorrow we will do deep dive. So maybe I'll do it in a row, maybe do her deep dive and then do the interrogation. We have Kenzie, Brian Kohberger. Turn on your notifications. I don't want you guys to miss anything. Shout out to you guys for hanging out while we get through this interrogation. I cannot wait to get deeper and deeper into this case. It's so fun revisiting this. This is the craziest part. There's a part 4 of it. Yes, we are almost done. So we've been doing it. Shout out to all of you guys. I appreciate you for being here, spending most of your Friday evening with me back to back. Yes, the pickles. Tap the like button on the way out. Like I said, I will probably be starting earlier. I want to try to get Kenzie text messages reading a little bit earlier tomorrow. So I'll schedule everything tonight for you guys to go and then check it out later, or in the morning, the lives scheduled. Yes, thank you for being here with us. Thank you. Happy Saturday. Yes. I love all of you and appreciate every single one of you. And I will see you. If I don't see you back tonight, I will see you back tomorrow. So like I said, make sure you hit the like button on your way out. Drop a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. And also don't forget to turn on your notifications. It's fun. It's so fun. I'm having a good time revisiting. So shout out to you guys. If you missed the Idaho 4 case photos earlier, go back and replay. We're going to do a full photo live tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing you guys there, and I hope you guys have a good night. See you on the next one.